Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Friday, July 23rd, 2021. I'm Trellona Charles. In the headlines tonight, veteran journalist Milton Coy pleads guilty to the charge of stealing. The Royal Grenada Police Force pursues collaboration with the media to encourage public compliance with COVID-19 regulations. Grenada's first youth garment production facility, Spice Fashion and Design Cooperative Society Limited, generating public buzz. In our One Caribbean hookup, Haitians bid farewell to Haiti's slain President Jovenel Moise under tight security, and more than 200 farmers in India are demonstrating against agricultural laws they say will devastate their livelihoods. And coming up in sports, Grenadian contingent represents at the opening ceremony of the Tokyo Olympic Games. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. A tale of being wrongfully accused, or was it a case of a wolf in sheep's clothing? In February, veteran journalist Milton Coy was charged with 1 count of stealing. Coy at the time denied the allegation leveled against him, noting to GBN in an interview days after he was charged that he was prepared to defend himself in court. 6 months later, a different tale was unraveled.
According to veteran journalist Milton Coy, it was a personal vendetta when he was charged with 1 count of stealing in February. Coy spent 2 days behind bars for the incident, which occurred on the sister isle of Carriacou. However, during a recent media briefing hosted by police, Superintendent Vanny Cowan, head of the Community Relations Department, disclosed that Milton Coy pleaded guilty to the charge of stealing.
Earlier on today, we have learned that journalist Milton Coy had pleaded guilty to a charge of stealing at the Carriacou Magistrate Court. He was fined $2,000 and he was ordered to pay compensation of $4,085, and he also received a suspended sentence of 18 months should he commit any crime during the period of those 18 months.
Coy had spoken exclusively to GBN in February following the initial charge.
I spent 2 nights and my partner spent 1. And at the end of the 48 hours, they put a charge on me for monies allegedly was in the wallet.
He was granted bail in the sum of $7,500 with 1 surety and appeared confident of being vindicated. I
will take the matter further because it's a serious allegation to make on someone, and it's a serious matter to even charge.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
In recent weeks, the total defiance of members of the public against law enforcement has been visible, with jab activities in some communities without permission.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is forging a greater collaboration with the media in an effort to encourage greater compliance by the public with COVID-19 regulations. Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin reinforced the point that it is a national effort. The top cop met Wednesday with members of the media as they chart the way forward in this effort. He encouraged members of the media to use their influence.
We do believe that the fight against this pandemic, as it is globally and also common to Grenada, it certainly has to be a national effort. And I do not believe that this effort is isolated only to our frontline workers, police and nurses, etc. It's not about vaccination, but it's about us making sure that we can adhere to the protocols. I must, however, hasten to indicate that I am pro-vaccination and I'm fully vaccinated. And I do encourage everyone to get vaccinated.
With the growing trend of jab activities in some communities without permission in recent weeks, the total defiance of members of the public against law enforcement has been noticeable. The commissioner expressed his disappointment since others are placed at risk.
This meeting becomes even more important against the backdrop where we have vaccination hesitancy. And if in the midst of that vaccination hesitancy, we also have blatant violations of protocols, it means that our risk level is significantly increased. And it is in that context, I believe that we need to harness our collaboration with all stakeholders possible in order to improve our chances in Grenada maintaining itself as a very safe and secure nation, well protected from the pandemic that we see is happening around the region and around the world.
According to Dr. George Mitchell, this cannot be an issue for just the Ministry of Health or frontline workers alone. This false sense of security, Dr. Mitchell says, has permeated society.
But we all know, and I think we're all aware, that the pandemic is far from over. That's the reality about it. And I think out there is a false sense of security because of how well we have done in Grenada in particular about the risk that we still face. I have always sort of like coined the fact that this is a war, and for us to win it, we need everybody on board. We need every Grenadian on board, and that is where you don't lose if you have everybody on board.
It only takes one individual infected with a variant to get into one of these activities, and the entire country is put at risk. The Royal Grenada Police Force has issued a number of tickets and has taken a stance to strategize going forward. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Is it another show of good faith in government with the promised payment of the 4% increase in salaries for public officers at the end of August? Public servants have turned out in droves to march and protest on the streets of St. George's, held candlelight vigils, and in some instances, as with teachers, taken their lunch hours outside of schools. They have adamantly made their distrust in government known, however, are now seemingly keeping the faith and confidence that the powers that be will keep their promise. Gerard Joseph has that story.
PW President Brian Grimes admits that they do not have a document to hold government accountable to its promised payment of the 4% increase in salaries at the end of August. Grimes, however, says government has publicly stated its intent to the unions, public officers, as well as the nation.
Do you think that they will have the gumption to state that publicly and still do not pay? I'm not sure that that will happen. So there is some level of confidence despite government going back on their words many times, many examples going back on their words with matters. I think they will pay at the end of August because there is no reason, there is absolutely no reason they should not pay.
The union leader says the unions understand that government is more than fiscally capable.
A matter of fact, our secretariat reached out to the Ministry of Labour recently to the Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith. So we are doing what we have to do. Obviously, if at the end of August comes and no 4% is paid, you will expect a lot of displeasure from workers across the public service, teachers as well as workers under the banner of the Grenada Public Works Workers Union. And that certainly will create a level of unrest. I'm not sure that the political directorate will embrace social unrest at this point in time.
GBN reached out to the Prime Minister's Press Secretary, Philomena Robertson, for a comment, and she says government has given commitment to pay the 4% salary increase in August. She says this amount will be reflected at the end of August salary for public officers. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Grandparents and the elderly play a vital role in building society through the preservation of culture and history and the shaping of younger generations. This year will see the observation of the first ever World Day for Grandparents and the Elderly. We get details in this report. The head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis, has recognized this year as the Year of the Family. World Day for Grandparents and the Elderly, which will be observed on Sunday, July 25th, 2021, will recognize the role of grandparents in the family and, by extension, our society. Bishop Clyde Harvey spoke about the important role played by grandparents.
I want to challenge all of you in your homes and in your church to make a lot of fuss over granny and grandpa. You know, if both are alive, to really make them know that you are carrying their blood in your veins, to honor them, to revere them, and to teach the younger generation to know what it's like to have grandparents around. Because there are millions of children all over the world who don't know who their grandparents are, who have nobody to fall back on when mommy and daddy get vexed. Because that's one of the roles of grandparents. You're there when the children feel rejected by parents, even for a little while. They know they're not rejected by family, because grandparents represent the family as it goes through the generations.
The theme chosen for the day is I Am With You Always. Members of the public shared the impacts that grandparents and the elderly have had on their lives.
The values that I have currently, I basically got them from my grandparents. And as a result, that helped, to fashion and make me the kind of person that I am today.
In the case that a mother or a father or even other sibling is not there, they can step in, and even if they are there, they can still help shape and mold that child and give them little feedbacks, little positive upbringing and so forth.
In terms of passing down things related to culture, food, our cultural norms, values, they just played a significant role in developing the person that I am today.
So I think grandparents are the backbone of our society, and it is important that we should appreciate them and love them and take care of them, because they have lived their lives and now it's time for them to settle and relax.
Granny, I wish you a happy Grandparents' Day.
Pope Francis is expected to mark the day with an evening mass in St. Peter's Basilica. Going forward, World Day for Grandparents and the Elderly will be observed annually on the 4th Sunday of July. A tropical wave axis is expected to traverse Grenada overnight into Saturday morning. Forecaster Eugene Wint gives an update on what can be expected.
For today, Friday, the 23rd of July, we are currently monitoring tropical wave number 23, which is expected to traverse Grenada overnight into Saturday morning. Here is a quick synopsis. At 8 a.m., the axis of tropical wave number 23 was located along 56 to 57 west, south of 18 knots, 443 nautical miles east of Grenada. This wave is moving west near 15 to 20 knots. Scattered moderate convection is evident along the ITCZ south of 12 knots between 40 west and 53 west. The system is projected to move on a westerly track, traversing Lesser Antilles by Friday night. Now, here's the current forecast for the state of Grenada. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique can expect cloudy to overcast conditions with showers, which may become heavy, and a medium chance of thunder as a result of this wave on Saturday. These conditions are expected to linger into Sunday, since there is a trailing band of ITCZ moisture to the east of the wave. Weather models suggest a rainfall accumulation of 2 to 3 inches, with greater amounts at higher elevations. Marine users are urged to exercise extra caution when venturing out to sea. The potential impacts include street and flash flooding, landslides and rockfall, and agitated seas and above normal swells. The Met Office will continue to closely monitor the progress of the system as it propagates towards the island chain and provide updates in a timely manner.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada's first youth garments production facility, Spice Fashion and Design Cooperative Society Limited, is generating public buzz. And GBN Entertainment will look at the power of words. Stay with us.
Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot and get back to your life. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, get back to your life. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, get back to your life. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, get back to your life. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot, get back to your life.
A message from Republic Bank.
Summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan. Switch to Flow or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, bundle up. Easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Get ready for the most anticipated event this summer. YDG Premium All-Inclusive Fest. Tropical Hawaiian. The White Edition. On Saturday, July 31st from 5 p.m.
Tantine Plainfield.
Featuring 2 live bands.
Solid and Octane.
With Grenada's top soca acts.
Looney Sparks and Electrify.
Blackadad. Your DJs Danny and Kevon. Advance tickets $350. Available at gotofat.com
or our main office on Grove Street Mall.
Saturday, July 31st. YDT Premium All-Inclusive Fest. This is not just a fest. It's an event. Please note all patrons must be
fully vaccinated.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable, and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot. Choosing your home design from our selection and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot and get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life. Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, get back to your life.
A message from Republic Bank.
Welcome back. On the verge of its official opening, Grenada's first youth garment production facility is already generating much public interest and support. Under the name Spice Fashion and Design Cooperative Society Limited, the facility, located at Pearl St. Andrew, will officially open its doors to the general public in August of this year.
This follows rehabilitation work done to the Pearls Community Center, which included tiling, painting, and other general repairs undertaken by Dillon Building Construction. According to Minister with Responsibility for Youth Development, Kate Lewis, the factory will primarily provide service in the creation of school uniforms for all students enrolled in the Government Uniform Assistance Program.
While we focus on uniforms, it will not be the only the only aspect of the production process. They will be looking at other aspects as well. So while we focus on school uniform, they will be expanding later on to provide uniforms for other departments or divisions within government or the general public as well.
21 young persons, all certified at CVQ and NVQ levels 1 and 2 in accordance to approved standards by the National Training Agency, will oversee the general operations and management of the garment production facility. Training also focused on key areas including cooperative bylaws, work ethics, business plan development, cooperative formation, cooperative management, and garment production management. Minister Lewis added that studies have been conducted to ensure there is long-term sustainability of the factory. Deniber Lessie, president of the Spice Fashion Design Cooperative, says an interim board has been established to oversee general operations.
Basically, we received training so far. Everybody has completed their training. It was a success. Although we had our little challenges, but we have overcome it so far, and we are here waiting so that we can finally come in and to work.
Production manager Onika Clark boasts that the general public will benefit from a wide range of services.
I'm very prepared because we did put our best foot forward. Everybody, even though it was hard in the beginning, we did came together as a team and we helped each other out and we stepped out, but we came a long way.
Christina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Chocolate Festival celebrates 8 years of hosting its annual event this week and has already started a list of activities for 2021. We get more in this report.
Grenadian Chocolate Fest is an annual week-long festival that takes place in July with all things cocoa, including Grenadian chocolate. Over the years, the festival has curated a collection of realistic experiences that are fun and appreciative of chocolate made from the island's world-renowned fine-flavored cocoa. This year is no different, as the festival kicks off on Friday, 23rd July, with an art class that recycles chocolate wrappers and boxes. Magdalena Filden, founder of the festival, outlined this year's event.
And this whole week is full of excitement. In our website, www.granadachocolatefest.com, you can find all the information and you go to event, and you can find all the different events we have. It's quite a lot of them. Tomorrow we have a family day here at True Blue Bay Resort at Doggy Dog, and mainly bring the kids. And on Monday we're gonna go to the Belmont State. And it's always a fabulous day there, and we're gonna learn a little bit more about cocoa, have lunch there, and do and also they have a surprise for us at their chocolate factory. And the last day will be the Wednesday, and on Wednesday we're gonna go to Crayfish Bay for a session with them and see how they make chocolate in a budget.
Filden says that while some of the scheduled events come with a fee, others are free of cost, and invites everyone to come out and learn more about Grenada's cocoa and locally made chocolate.
Some of the events are free and some of the events are paid, but they all very affordable. I mean, they $30 to $40 easy dollars for events. Some of the most expensive are the trips to the country, because we had to have lunch over there and the transport and all of that. And of course, the 7-course dinner is some of the expensive ones. But Saturday is free for kids, and also on Tuesday morning the metate session is free too. And it's a great opportunity, I think, for the Grenadian people to participate and learn a little bit more about that industry and be proud of it.
The festival first started in 2014 with an objective to awaken a deep pride and appreciation for cocoa and chocolate among Grenadians. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
You must be careful about the words you use and the words you allow to be used in your house. So says the late American poet Maya Angelou. Tonight's entertainment feature, Leah Wildman, sheds light on the power of words. We get the details in this Krista Campbell report.
Author Yehuda Berg once said, quote, "Words are singularly the most powerful force available to humanity. We can choose to use this force constructively with words of encouragement, or destructively using words of despair. Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, and to humble." Unquote. In a short yet powerful poetic piece, Grenadian Leah Wildman speaks about the power of words in a way that only she can.
"Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can hurt me." We all say this to sound brave, right? But we know on the inside, it's tearing our hearts apart. It's grinding our bones like cinnamon powder words. Fat, ugly, stupid, loser. Yeah, these are just words that we write on virtual paper, right? But they're actually the words that aim and stab you directly in your heart, not once or twice, but 10,000 times. See, words are everywhere, and you can do anything with it. Words, they leave you sore and broken. See, words have the power, stronger than a lion. It's sharper than a sword, harsher than a giant, and louder than thunder. So, let's use words to encourage and not discourage. Thank you.
Leah Wildman believes that the simplest words, which is often taken for granted, have the power to hurt or heal and to inspire or discourage. She admonishes the youth to try to utilize words to encourage and empower others. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Let's take a look around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
At $16.43 per gallon, motorists say the ever-increasing fuel prices are drowning them, and they hope those in authority would see their plight and give them some ease.
I am coming back for busmen. I am coming back for taxi drivers. Is these words mean that will be our final resting place? Tell me. Now, I want the public to understand that with this continual rising in gas price and not an increase for bus operators, this will drive us to our grave.
Our online audience joined the conversation. Valentia commented, so every time gas prices go up, are you calling for increase of bus fares? But when it goes down, nobody is saying, let's cut back on the price. Prudence wrote, Grenada is a hard place to live. Anytime people ask me what Grenada is like, I say to them, it's a wonderful place, but it's a hard place to live. You better have money, otherwise you will die of hunger. Solomon said, the question I want to ask is, if another 200 persons decide to invest in bus operation and the gas price is the same, would the problem still be the high price of gas? Too many buses running up and down empty. Everybody wants to invest in a bus when we're still importing carrots, poultry, and so many other things that could be produced here. Samaria commented, stick a pin right there. I am not justifying the price of gas, but I paid more than this years ago when my salary was less. Grenadians have short memory conveniently. And Esther commented, it's crazy to see how easy it is for Grenadians to protest against not having carnival, but the very thing that affects their lives and the future of this country, that is the fact that cost of living is higher than their monthly salary, they are scared to come out and stand for their basic human survival. When have we as a people become puppets, where we hide behind our phone screens and computers and whisper our complaints because we are scared of the probable outcomes, just because government and other high-powered individuals say we should be? That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page. From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN EyeSaw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
GBN's EyeSaw reporter tonight features a twin peach mango. The excited mango owner said it is a spectacular rare formation that I have of the fruits. What is your prize collection? Send us your photo and video submission via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, the government is seeking interested partners to lease agricultural land under its Agricultural Land Bank project. This is News at 7.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on. Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Bendon Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, bundle up. Easy wins with Flow. Easy win, Flow. Easy win.
Catch the easy summer vibes with over $70,000 in cash and prizes. Just top up $15 or more. Activate a prepaid plan. Switch to Flow or bundle your home services to get your share of $70,000 in cash, data, Samsung Galaxy devices, shopping vouchers, and more.
You can win when you top it up, switch it up, sign it up, bundle up. Easy wins with Flow.
Flow terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Health hosted a Know Your HIV Status drive on Friday morning at the Ministerial Complex, giving Grenadians the opportunity to get tested for free by health professionals in collaboration with the National Infectious Disease Control Unit. The event started at noon and ended at 4 p.m. and aimed to raise awareness about the importance of HIV testing and knowing one's status. Statistics show that Grenada currently has approximately 430 HIV-positive individuals between the ages of 15 to 45. Program Coordinator of the National Infectious Disease Control Unit, John L. Benjamin, says despite the pandemic, HIV testing is still important.
We're doing the method that is similar to you conducting a sugar test using a finger stick. So we have one of the very small lancets and it just prick you, you take a drop of the blood and it gives you a result. The rapid test would function similar to that of a pregnancy test, and And I say that because you get your results in 20 minutes. So the beginning of the conversation with the rapid tester and the counselor starts. Within 30 minutes, you would have completed your counseling, and as well you would receive your results.
Benjamin says that anyone who tests positive will receive follow-up visits for counseling.
Now, persons may be wondering, what if I'm positive? What happens there? We do follow-up tests if you are positive out in the community, out on the field, which is what we're doing tomorrow. It will be a field test. If you are found to be reactive and we don't consider that positive, we just simply say that it's reactive. But outside of that, within 30 minutes, we will conduct you will have your results as well as the counseling.
Persons are encouraged to get tested at least once a year. The government of Grenada is now leasing out agricultural land to Grenadians under its Agricultural Land Bank project. In this Rena Pear Thomas report, you learn how you can apply and be part of the initiative.
Grenadians now have an opportunity to submit applications to lease lands at Diamond Estate St. Mark under the Pilot Agriculture Land Bank project. The project aims to reduce idle and underutilized land, improve access to fertile land for landless farmers, women and youth interested in the agro-industry. Diamond Estate is one of 2 cabinet-approved plot sites located on government-owned estates that will be used for this project. Applicants must be a citizen or permanent resident of Grenada and must be at least 18 years old residing in Grenada. Project Coordinator Joseph Noel explains.
The call for applications will run for 3 weeks. The deadline for receiving applications is Friday, the 6th of August, 2021. Application forms are available at all the district extension offices, and for residents of the Western District, application forms will be available at strategic locations.
Application forms are also available online, and applicants who are over 35 years old are only required to fill out the Land Bank application form since they do not meet the age requirement for the EBD training. However, all pre-approved applicants over the age of 35 will receive a special entrepreneurship training with a GIDC. National consultant attached to the project, Daniel Lewis, and Raymond Batiste, member of the Land Bank Steering Committee, spoke of the benefits of the Land Bank project.
We view the Land Bank project as offering that enormous possibility of improving access by these 2 groups. One of the objectives we expect from the implementation of the Land Bank project is to improve food and nutrition security, because if you have idle lands being placed into active production, clearly you would see an enhancement of output, so Grenada could be much more food and nutrition secure.
I'm confident that it will be restored to its days of glory, and the production and everything else and the employment it create would basically contribute to the development of the economy of St. Mark's, because St. Mark's economy traditionally has been based on agriculture, and that's what basically fuel the households and family and everything else. So that's one of the spin-off, one of the benefits of returning those lands to their productive use.
The Pilot Agriculture Land Bank project is a joint effort of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry in collaboration with the Food and Agriculture Organization, Grenada Investment Development Cooperation, and the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
Stay with us. The weather and the sports are up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communals. Contact us today.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Here's the weather forecast for tonight and the upcoming days. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Weather will be partly cloudy and hazy with light to moderate showers, increasing in cloudiness after midnight with moderate to heavy scattered showers and a medium chance of isolated thunder. Easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. No warnings at this time. Tides will be low at 8:30 p.m. and high at 2:45 a.m. On Saturday, the weather will be partly cloudy, increasing in cloudiness at times with light to moderate scattered showers, which may be heavy at times, and a medium chance of thunder overnight. Warning, a medium chance of a flash flood. Sunday's weather forecast, mostly cloudy with moderate to heavy showers and a medium chance of thunder during the day, improving overnight. Warning, medium chance of a flash flood. Finally, Monday's weather forecast, mostly fair and hazy with occasional partly cloudy spells.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Grenadian Olympic contingent at the opening ceremony for the Tokyo Olympic Games was led by swimmer Delron Felix and Kimberly Ince as the flag bearers. Team Grenada was number 61 in the Parade of Nations, which was done in order of the Japanese alphabet. The 4-member contingent at the ceremony included Chef de Mission, Dr. Jane Noel, and Executive Member of the Grenada Olympic Committee, Ralph Lord. Following the fanfare, the Grenadian swimmers will hit the pool, with Kimberly Ince participating in the 100-meter backstroke on Sunday at 6:02 a.m. Grenada time. Delron swims next Tuesday in the 100-meter freestyle, also at 6:02 a.m. Grenada time. Minister for Sports, Culture and the Arts, Honorable Yolande Bain Hosford, has conveyed best wishes to Team Grenada participating in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
I am very happy that the team have arrived in Tokyo safely. I know that they have started their warming up sessions in preparation for the games. I salute these young men and girls who are out there proudly representing their country in the different disciplines. We are looking forward to seeing you on the big stage with our flag flying high. Special thanks to the coaches, parents, the Grenada Olympic Association, and all the persons who aided in preparing these young people for the world out there to see. Your government is proud of you, and in particular, the Minister and staff of the Ministry of Sports.
Still on the Olympics, the honor fell to Naomi Osaka to light the flame, the beacon of hope the Olympics attempts to be. It marked the official opening of Tokyo 2020 a year later than planned and in the midst of a global pandemic. Perhaps as expected, Friday's opening ceremony was not of the usual ilk. No carnival like Rio, no skydiving monarchs like London, but a most somber mood, a sobering reminder that this is a games taking place in a world still facing its toughest challenge. This games is going to be different, dampened by masks, positive tests, and the absence of fans. But it is still the Olympics, still the greatest show on earth, still faster, higher, stronger, and now together. The Laborie Basketball Championship continued on Wednesday at the Laborie Indoor Sporting Complex. Game 1 saw Spotlight Ballers United defeating the Tornadoes 107 points to 66 points. Leading the scoring for Spotlight was Darrell Williams with 34 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. In Game 2, ALC 99.9% defeated the Titans 68 to 65 points. Leading for ALC were Jefferson Jeremiah with 28 points, 7 rebounds, 1 blocked shot, 1 assist, and 2 steals, and Wayne Charles with 22 points, 21 rebounds, 1 blocked shot, and 2 steals. 2 matches are scheduled for Friday at the Laborie Indoor Sporting Complex as ALC takes on Mardi Gras and Tornadoes comes up against Gladiators. Moving on to football, SAB Spartans SC rebounded from a 1-goal deficit to take all 3 points against Ethiopian Stars FC in Game 1 on Thursday in the St. Andrews Football League. Ethiopian Stars FC scored first in the 31st minute via a goal from Michael Thomas. However, SAB Spartans SC recovered 4 minutes later as Kelly Panchu equalized before adding another in the 38th minute. Halden Simon then made it 3-1 as the final score after he converted in the 65th minute. In Game 2, Trenchtown FC delivered a handsome defeat to Harford Village Revivers, winning by 6-0. Joshua Isaac scored a record 5 goals, a first in this year's tournament, with Sky Mark scoring 1 goal to make it 6.
So how does it feel to have scored 5 goals tonight?
Well, it's a good feeling, playing for my home team and scoring goals, winning games. It's a great feeling.
And what's your impression of the St. Andrews Football League thus far?
Well, it's going good so far. It started off kind of slow because you have GFA games and stuff, but it's coming on good. It's good experience.
All right, and your team has taken a lead and are still in leading in the league so far. You're winning your first 3 matches. What do you think are your chances of capturing or regaining the championship? It's been a while now since Trenchtown haven't won the St. Andrews Football League Championship. What do you think are your chances this year?
Well, would say it's good because we have top players on Strong and well, actually we rebuilding because we have players that come back in but went out, so we have a good chance of retaining the title.
That's it for sports. Our One Caribbean Hookup is up next. This is your One Caribbean Hookup. Mourners were set to offer their final farewell to Haiti's slain president under tight security on Friday, just over 2 weeks after his assassination rattled a country mired in poverty, corruption, and political instability. We get more in this report.
2 weeks after he was gunned down, the mourning continues for Haitian President Jovenel Moïse. He will be buried this Friday in Cap-Haïtien, the country's second city, in his native region in the north of the island.
Meanwhile, Antigua and Barbuda's government has announced that all unvaccinated frontline workers in the public sector may have to take 2 COVID-19 tests per week. This comes as the Ministry of Health has confirmed the presence of the Delta variant on the island. We get details from ABS News.
If persons choose not to take the vaccine and they resist the requirement for a dual monthly test, then they will be asked to stay at home with no pay. It comes down to these tough times.
These workers include members of the police and military, emergency medical technicians, immigration officers, port health workers, including nurses and doctors. Though a seemingly stringent measure, Minister Nicholas stresses it is necessary.
The severity of the measures that we have to take are directly related to the clinical well-being of the society and the economic well-being of the society.
He says the government will not mandate anyone to take the vaccine, recognizing it is a personal choice. However, Minister Nicholas is adamant that citizens have a personal responsibility not to become vectors of the disease.
Your rights end at the point where they begin to affect mine. And so clearly, those persons who have chosen not to take the vaccine are allowed to continue in that environment. But we want to ensure that for the rest of the society, people have a reasonable assurance that they're safe.
The government reminds that the vaccination is free, but the test will be at the employee's expense. Courtney Joseph, ABS News.
Internationally, more than 200 farmers have gathered outside India's parliament in New Delhi to demonstrate against agricultural laws they say will devastate their livelihoods. Al Jazeera's Gillian Wolf reports.
Waving white, green and orange flags, these are the selected few allowed to protest near Parliament against the controversial farming laws that have divided a nation of 1.3 billion people. Ferried to the protest site in police-escorted buses, these farmers are vowing to demonstrate every day until the Parliament session ends next month.
As long as the Parliament session is on, we will protest here. Wherever we are stopped and there are barricades, we will sit and have our own Farmers' Parliament session. We will have our own speaker and we'll also have our discussions, the way it happens in Parliament.
The protests have been going on since November. They're the biggest challenge for Prime Minister Narendra Modi since coming into power in 2014. His government, which has suspended implementation of the laws, says they're necessary to modernize an industry which dominates the Indian economy. But farmers and opposition leaders say they'll only give big corporations control of the agricultural industry, putting many small farms out of business.
The government should listen to us. Injustice is being done to farmers. We should get our rights. The country is reliant on farmers. The government is behaving like a dictatorship and not listening to us.
Officials say the movement is being supported by foreign forces and have clamped down on it after an earlier rally turned violent. But it hasn't deterred tens of thousands of people camped out along major highways leading into New Delhi.
It doesn't matter if we face summer, winter or rains. We will not stop protesting until these dark farm laws are repealed.
A promise that'll keep them in place for at least another 3 weeks. Gillian Wolfe, Al Jazeera.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us. And now to recap our headlines, veteran journalist Milton Coy pleads guilty to the charge of stealing. The Royal Grenada Police Force pursues a collaboration with the media to encourage public compliance with COVID-19 regulations. Grenada's first youth garment production facility, Spice Fashion and Design Cooperative Society Limited, is generating public buzz. In our One Caribbean Hookup, Haitians bid farewell to Haiti's slain President Jovenel Moise under tight security, and more than 200 farmers in India demonstrates outside Parliament against agricultural laws they say will devastate their livelihoods. And in sports, Grenadian contingent represents at the opening ceremony of the Tokyo Olympic Games. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Trellona Charles. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.